A vacation to Disneyland was the turning point for Bear and his family. As the youngest of three, Bear was 16 months old when the family took their trip. Big enough to enjoy the wonder of rides and treats and fun with his big brother and sister. Instead, he spent a majority of the trip in distress, crying and upset, unable to communicate what he wanted or didn't want, and restricted to the stroller out of fear he would run away and get lost in the park, never turning back to look for Mom and Dad. Here was this family at the happiest place on earth, and everyone was in tears. Mom and Dad were at their wits' end and fully realizing that Bear could only cry. He didn't point, he didn't talk, he didn't show or tell them what he needed in any other way than crying. After that trip to Disneyland, they reached out to SARC for a diagnostic evaluation. Their older children were attending SARC's community school as typically developing peer students, so they knew where to go for help. Within a few weeks, Bear had a diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder, and his parents enrolled their youngest child in the community school, this time in a treatment position. In this first video, you can see just how much Bear was struggling when he started treatment. His therapist has been trying and failing to figure out what he wants and likes. She tried Superman on her feet, spinning around, bouncing on her knees, and singing a song. It doesn't seem like he knows what he wants, and certainly isn't able to tell her. Our focus for intervention was twofold. First, Bear needed a way to say, "No, stop, I don't want that," in a clear and meaningful way. Second, we needed to teach Bear that people can be fun and playful, that people have value. We taught this through persistence and repetition, singing songs and playing social games over and over again until it was familiar and predictable and fun. The result of these early efforts was a little boy who learned the power of his words, the joy of play with his friends at school, his cousins, his siblings, and parents. He is silly and fun, his vocabulary is through the roof, and his little personality is showing. Let's take a look.
Come on! I said...
Oh, okay.
I said, baby's right?
Ow. Who's first? Allison. Okay.
I push.
Oh. All right, ready? Set. Ready?
Ready? Go!
Whoa. Okay.
A trip to Disneyland now would be so different for many reasons. But most importantly, the family doesn't need to go on vacation to feel like they are at the happiest place on earth. They feel that way every time they see Bear smile.